What causes me stress? People often cause me stress. And how that is they often interrupt for stupid and completely ridiculous things. They, what else causes me stress is my homework. If I had a job, work would cause me stress. Um, Music practice causes me stress. School causes me stress. All my extracurriculars, they cause me stress. So yeah, you can see a lot of things cause me stress. And it's not just me who's under stress. There's a lot of other people who are under stress. And what is the stress factor? Well, for teenagers, what causes them stress the most is homework and relationships, because every teenager wants to have relationships with students, but they also have to do other things such as homework, and it's often a huge time waster. What else causes stress is all the extracurriculars, because that takes away from homework time, and homework time in turn takes away from relationship time. On the other hand, though, well, extracurricular time is a great time for people to keep their relationships, you know. But they want more than that. They don't just want during their extracurriculars. Parents often cause stress because parents believe that they can help their children don't know how to get around in the world, and so they always try and help their children out by using the methods that helped them out when they were children. But they don't know exactly what the student is going through, so they often make their kids' life even worse. Alright. Work can also cause stress on a student because, like extracurriculars, they take away time from other things such as homework and things like that. Now, what causes an adult stress? Paying the bills, going to work and back, more specifically their boss. Okay. Trouble with their car, that can cause stress. Their own kids can cause stress. Because adults basically believe that their kids can't think because part of their brain hasn't fully developed yet. Now, it's true that their brain hasn't fully developed yet, but does that mean they can't think? Well, that's another story. I don't want to go into that. Anyhow, basically, there's a lot of different things that can cause stress to an adult, and they're quite different from what causes stress for a kid. Now, some things can cause different amounts of stress. For example, when an adult's spouse dies, they are now a widower, and so a widower sometimes can't get over the loss of their spouse. On the other hand, students, when they break up with their girlfriend and boyfriend, they can often be stressed out because they lost the one person that was special to them, that was more special than anything. Yeah. Now, one way to deal with a stressed person is basically to try and first you gotta leave them alone. You can't just go up to them and start talking to them, but because they'll often be very upset, and you might just make it worse by saying hey to them, because the last thing a stressed out person wants to do is be interrupted for someone else just to say hey, because that's taking even more time away, and they're going to be even more stressed out. Yeah. On the other hand, if you don't just want to leave them alone, you got to help them somehow. What you got to do is basically you need to find out what's causing stress in their lives and try and help them get around that stress. Now, you have to be very careful about it though, because, for example, if you're an adult and you're trying to help out your kids with their stress, you need to know exactly what's going wrong with them. You can't just jump in and act like you know everything that's going on. Some adults do try to do that, but it doesn't really work out so well. On the other hand, if it's a friend who's under stress, then just leave them alone. Don't worry about it. They'll figure it out soon. Now, sometimes adults and kids can be stressed out over the same things. Like, for example, if the dad is stressed out over work and they can't bring in as much money as they used to, the kid may be stressed out because some of their things will be taken away. Like, for example, if the electric bill is going up, then the kid may have to listen to less music, and therefore it's going to put stress on the kid because they can't have as much as what they have. This can cause stress.
Turn off the fucking camera, dude.
You see? People interrupting can cause stress.
Causes stress. I'm fucking walking around here after I get out of the shower and I can't walk into my own bedroom.
You're wearing jeans!
Yeah, but I'm not wearing a fucking shirt.
So? It's not like they saw your...
I'm sure that everyone in Fairfield just really wanted to see me walking around shirtless.
You see what I mean? You interrupted, and now that's causing stress on me. He's acting like it's my fault.
I'm gonna create even more stress in just a second, dude. Yeah.
Stressed people will often be very upset, and they will not want to talk to people. For example, my friend Patrick Henry. He is often very stressed, and whenever I say hey to him, he'll be like, "Don't talk to me." Now, it might be very rude, and after all, a stressed person does not care about if they're being rude sometimes, but all in all, he has it right. I mean, I know I don't want to talk to people when I'm very stressed out. Now, I want to show you some stress in...
So, what causes you stress?
What I stress about?
Yeah.
Grades.
That's it?
Pretty much.
Alright. What causes you stress?
Waking up in the morning.
That's it?
That's it.
So Jason, what causes you stress?
When Katie bitches at me for stupid shit.
So Nate, what causes you stress?
What causes me stress? Homework. Mr. Paul's class, mainly. Let's see. Billy Leaman.
That's a new one.
Yeah, he causes me stress every once in a while, but not a whole lot. Let's see. Kirsty Shindledecker, because I gotta open up her locker every day. She does.
Do you think it's as stressful for me to have to go to
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
As you can see, there's a lot of things that can cause people stress. So yeah, there's several ways to deal with stress. One thing, the best thing to do is to probably leave somebody alone and let them deal with it. But you also need to try and ignore the things that are causing you stress. But in order to do that, you simply just can't focus on ignoring it, because that'll make you think of it even more. Finally, if you do not cope with the stress, you will progress farther and farther, and your body will eventually deteriorate from all the stress, and you can die. And if you think your life sucks, well, I can't say sucks, but if you think your life's pretty bad, look at other people. Other people probably have it just as bad as you, and there's even more people in the world who have it even worse. Imagine that. So in conclusion, there's a lot of stress in this world, and yeah, you gotta deal with it.